take it, baby. Let's take it.
And he sends it way down the left sideline for Rice. There's one-on-one coverage. Jerry makes the catch, breaks the tackle. He gets by. Brown into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
This is Ohio! Come on, team!
Everett to throw, goes to the left sideline, picked off. Sanders up the right side, to the middle of the field. He's high-stepping. He walked the walk and scored the touchdown. 49ers put it away. 32 seconds to play. Back to throw again is Aikman. Some pressure, gets the pass away. Eric Davis picks it off. He's got a lane down the left side. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Young thinking of a quarterback sneak again. Breaks to the outside. Dives into the goal line. Touchdown, 49ers. The 49ers are going to the Super Bowl, number 29 in Miami. Young with a play fake, drops back to throw, deep middle, Waters a great, over the shoulder catch, bounces away again. Oh, what a bonanza! A spectacular touchdown catch by Ricky Waters. Young, quick pass, slant in, Jerry Rice, another touchdown. Jerry Rice continues to set records in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 29 has come to a completion. The San Francisco 49ers are the first team in the 75th year of the National Football League to win 5 Super Bowl championships. To throw, short slant. Oh, Harper caught it. He's breaking away. 20. He's going to score. Touchdown. Dallas is going to win the NFC Championship again. Sunday, January 23rd, 1994. For the second year in a row, the Dallas Cowboys had beaten the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game. This time, it wasn't even close. Dallas 38, San Francisco 21. Waiting for the elevator in the long, slow walk to his team's locker room, owner Eddie DeBartolo quietly but firmly turned to team president Carmen Policy and said, "We must never be embarrassed like this again."
I think that the standards are so high in the 49ers organization that some people, and sometimes, and even me included, we get disappointed when you come to the end of a season and you're playing a championship game 2 years in a row like we did, and we were denied going to the Super Bowl.
Once I got here, I realized how hungry this team was. I think that them being as close as they were the last 2 years, not getting there, and then having the management make the type of statement that they did by going out and bringing the players in here that they knew that they needed to win. And they didn't just get anybody. They got the players and that they specific points, linebacker, pass rush, and things like that, things that they needed, special people. There's a lot of fine people on this team, and they all deserve to feel what it's like to be on top of the mountain.
New players would help San Francisco eventually reach that mountaintop. But on opening night, it was a familiar 49er that got the season off to a running start.
Young throws downfield, Jerry Rice, he's got it, 20, 50,
While Rice was chasing the NFL touchdown record, his teammates were busy chasing the Raiders back to L.A. Tight end Brent Jones bent over backwards to help the 49ers with a pair of scoring catches.
Young wants to throw. He pumps, he looks around, he comes back, he goes over the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Brent Jones. Credit that to the...
However, the evening clearly belonged to Rice. Early in the fourth quarter, he tied Jim Brown's record in a way that was fitting tribute to the ex-Cleveland running back. He did it on the ground.
He takes off to the 25, he's to the 20, he's to the 15, he's to the 10, he's into the end zone. Jerry Rice has caught Jim Brown.
With less than 5 minutes remaining on this historic night, the heir to the touchdown throne finally claimed his rightful pride.
Young wants to throw, and he is looking for Jerry, and Rice is there, and he's into the end zone. He's done it. Jerry Rice, in the 75-year history of the National Football League, is the touchdown scorer of the century. Incredible.
A week later, Rice and the Niners journeyed to the Heartland for their first ever showdown against ex-teammate Joe Montana, a battle San Francisco was confident it could win.
I'm young, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat.
At the outset, such confidence seemed well placed as quarterback Steve Young put San Francisco ahead 14-7.
Young drops back to throw, goes to the end zone, caught Brent Jones, touchdown for the 49ers.
Sweet, all right,
Same formation. Young gives it to Logan, he's in, touchdown for the 49ers.
starting to get warmed up, are we?
But two Montana-led second-half touchdowns enabled Kansas City to pull away, handing the Niners their first defeat of the season.
Back to throw is Montana, fires for the end zone, Keith Cash, touchdown Kansas City, Keith Cash!
Montana won this round against Young, but Steve bounced back nicely the following Sunday, rushing for a pair of scores while throwing for two others in San Francisco's last ever Southern California game against the Rams.
Young turning left, he throws that football, it is caught with one hand in the end zone by John Taylor for the touchdown. Oh, what a pretty play. And here goes Young rolling out, flipping it to Rice. He makes the catch, he dives in. It is a touchdown.
The Niners then returned home and promptly fell behind the visiting Saints before two more Young to Rice scores restored order.
Waters stays in the backfield, and Rice goes out to the left side. And Young goes back to throw and looks for Rice down the sideline, reaches high, climbs over the defender, makes the catch into the end zone. The touchdown for the 49ers.
San Francisco's secondary twice turned in game-saving plays, an end zone interception by Merton Hanks, and an electrifying steal from Deion Sanders in his very first start in a 49er uniform.
Goes to the left sideline, picked off. Sanders up the right side. He's to the 50, he's to the 40, into the middle of the field. He's high-stepping. He walked the walk and scored the touchdown. 49ers put it away. 32 seconds to play.
With Sanders now in the lineup, San Francisco exuded an aura of invincibility, a veneer that crumbled shockingly the following week in a dreadful display against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Garner, the single setback, takes the handoff, off left tackle across the 25-20, at the 15-10, breaks a tackle, he's at the 5, he's in! Cunningham back, he's looking, he's floating it for the end zone, touchdown Bavaro! And this place is nauseous, and the Eagles are humiliating the 49ers at the stick.
In their worst home performance in 14 years, the Niners collapsed in every phase of the game. With the outcome already decided by the third quarter, head coach George Seifert elected to pull Steve Young in mid-series. It was an incident that embarrassed and infuriated the 49er quarterback and set off alarm bells throughout the San Francisco roster.
Sometimes you need a wake-up call, and I don't think it was a wake-up call for just Steve or just George, but a wake-up call for the whole team. I think we kind of felt like we could just roll out there, go on the field, roll out our helmets and say, hey, we're the 49ers, go take a back seat. But doing that right there made us realize that we have to work for everything that we get.
And I think when we hit the Philadelphia game and got embarrassed and humiliated, we looked around and said, now, we know this isn't us. We know whatever we're going to be, this isn't what we are.
And when we lost to Philly, I was kind of glad because then I could see, well, let's see what type of team we're going to be. Are we going to bounce back to this, or are we going to flush this season down the toilet?
Got to be a good one today. Got to turn this thing around. Today going to be the day.
Left kick, middle cover. Bart,
In Detroit, the Niners came out flat and got flattened by the Lions. Steve Young was down, and San Francisco was nearly out of business as the Lions grabbed a 14-0 lead.
Down the line, Barry Sanders. Stutter step to the outside. Gets the corner 5, touchdown! Lions, Barry Sanders. Holy.
With the fate of the season hanging by a thread, the 49er defense dug in, sparking the pivotal comeback of 1994.
And up to Waters, sweeping outside, needs to cut, decides to go outside, scores for San Francisco, and the 49ers within an extra point of tying it up. Herman Moore is the wide receiver to the left, and Mitchell's looking for him downfield, and it's going to be easily picked by Hank. He's back to the 30, cuts in the middle of the field to the 20, he's to the 15, he's to the 10, he's down to the 6-yard line. First and goal, 49ers. He heads back toward the right side. They give it to Floyd. He pounds away. It looks like he got there. Yes, touchdown 49ers.
All right, damn, let's go.
A fourth-quarter touchdown toss to Ron Singleton wrapped up the most important and dramatic win of the season.
Oh, that was close. Much too close for me. But I'll take it. A W's a W in the National Football League.
In a world of giants, there can only stand one. Today is a true test.
Finally, somebody realized there's more to this game than just me and Dion.
It was a showdown for first place in the NFC West, but there was no denying that the main attraction in Atlanta was the humble return of Deion Sanders, who wasted no time giving his former fans their money's worth in the day's main event matchup.
Rising down to the left here against Deion one-on-one.
Let's go, Rising! Yeah! Come on, let's do it!
Jeff George draw play to Ironhead up the middle, and he tried to... here's Rising and Sanders going at it. It's a fight. They were throwing punches. Flags fly. Oh, baby. Oh, they were throwing haymakers at each other.
Dion was punching Buster Rising nose. Went right underneath his helmet. They were have to throw them both out. They threw either one of them out.
Actually, neither player was ejected, but Deion was penalized for his part in the second quarter scuffle, which set the tone for an early 49er knockout.
And they give it to Hayward. Tries to go up there, they'll bust the ball. 49ers pick it up, should run it back to McDonald. He's down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. They got a shot at him. He beats him into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers on the fumble recovery.
While the sloppy Falcons turned the ball over 6 times, the precision-perfect Niners never looked better. Just 2 weeks after his painful performance in the Eagles' loss, Steve Young was razor sharp, completing 15 of 16 passes for 4 touchdowns, including 2 to Ricky Waters.
Come on, let's show some character. Make us sing right now. Show some heart and show some character. Yeah.
At the end of the first half, the game's main attraction simply stole the show.
George. And he throws, intercepted. Is he inbounds? Deion down the right side. Yes, he's to the 50. They can't stop him. He can high step this one half the field. He waits to the 10 though and walks into the end zone. Does another dance. Touchdown 49ers. An incredible interception touchdown.
Jeff George was playing stare down over there, and Deion played his eyes perfectly.
Yes, the prodigal, radical, unpredictable son of Atlanta had returned, and he made sure every Falcon got a good long look. And though he would sit out the rest of the game with a muscle pull, it was fitting that in the Georgia Dome, the house Dion proclaimed he built, he also brought it down.
Oh, my goodness. What a play. Hollywood script. No kidding.
Hey, let me tell you something. You couldn't have wrote that better in a script. See what I'm saying? Prime time's house, still. Yeah.
After burning Atlanta, the 49ers returned home and played the role of ungracious host to Tampa Bay, rolling up nearly 500 yards in total offense. The Bucs' chief tormentor was Ricky Watters, who cracked the century mark in rushing while chalking up a pair of touchdowns.
Handoff to Waters. Breaks outside. He's got the angle, I think. 5, dive, touchdown 49ers.
Running behind an offensive line that was just now beginning to recover from early season injuries, fullbacks William Floyd and Mark Logan added scores of their own, as San Francisco notched the first 34 points of the afternoon and never looked back. With the game and the division lead firmly in hand, the 49ers took the following week off, then jetted east to the nation's capital on Election Eve, where they delivered many happy returns to San Francisco fans in precincts nationwide.
And Young drops back to throw and goes downfield, and Brent Jones is all alone. Can he win the foot race to the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, into the end zone? Brent Jones, the longest touchdown run of his career. And a reverse to Jerry Rice, and Young is there to block. He's at the 25, the 20, he's to the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Jerry Rice scores another one.
Then the defense and special teams made sure their votes were counted.
Interception, McDonald down the left sideline. He's all alone. He can walk this one in. 74-yard touchdown interception for San Francisco. And Carter waits for it at the 4-yard line, comes up to the 10. Cuts to his right to the 20, gets to the 25 to the 30, 35 to the 40, 45, still in bounds at the 50, down the sideline to the 30, down to the 20, down to the 10. The touchdown for the 49ers, 97-yard touchdown run by Dexter Carter. Talk about a big play day for San Francisco.
Fortunately, the Niners would have a few more big plays in reserve for the Cowboys in the NFL showdown game of the season. To win, the 49ers would have to shut down Troy Aikman and shut up trash-talking playmakers like Alvin Harper.
Real number 80 is in town today. Real number 80. You got a fake number 80 over there. Crybaby. You come all the way out here to kick their ass.
That's right. We got a lot to do there. We got a lot to do.
After spotting Dallas' 7-point lead, Steve Young's arm and legs took over.
Come on, Steve. Come on.
49ers responding to a Dallas touchdown, and Young squeezes in for the score.
Then Jerry Rice made Alvin Harper eat his pregame words.
Jerry Rice, not a big factor in the game yet, is out to the left. Back to throw is Young. And he sends it way down the left sideline for Rice. There's one-on-one coverage. Jerry makes the catch, breaks the tackle. He gets by, route into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Eagerly joining Rice on the growing list of 49ers Cowboy killers was safety Merton Hanks.
Aikman straight back to throw, goes for the end zone. At the goal line, the ball is tipped up and intercepted. Picked up in the air by Hanks. Pass over the middle, picked off. Merton Hanks has another interception. And Merton Hanks can run for governor, at least in the Northern California vote, with his game.
Hanks' second steal set up the game-clinching score.
And again the bootleg. Young, unbelievably, this time throws. He gets it to Brent Jones into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Bootleg pass to Brent Jones puts the game away.
We'll see y'all again.
Yeah. You know, there is this
just a little sadistic side of me that realizes how great an NFC Championship rematch between these two teams will be now.
Both of us got to just stay on the track they're on, and maybe we will see each other later on as people have predicted. But we've got an awful lot of the season ahead of us. I think we're all very excited about what just took place. At the same time, we realize what's coming up. And, you know, a Los Angeles Ram club that'll be difficult for us, but right now we got to enjoy this moment.
In what would be the last meeting in their 44-year-old West Coast rivalry, the Rams and Niners staged a classic with Jerry Rice playing his usual starring role.
There's a quick pass left flat. Rice might get there for 135. Yes! He walks in with a Ram draped on his back. Todd Light.
The upstart Rams stormed to a 27-24 fourth-quarter lead and threatened to steal a victory until the last minutes of play when Rice rallied the troops with his third touchdown catch of the evening.
Taylor to the left, Waters to the right. Young to throw. Quick slant in. Jerry Rice! End zone! Touchdown 49ers!
Oh, what a night for Jerry Rice. 16th reception of the night. That's a new team record, a new personal record.
The following week in New Orleans, there was even more reason for the Niners to toot their horns.
Young drops back to throw. Nobody open. Rolls to his left. Throws on the run. Brent Jones has it. Touchdown 49ers. Waters in the backfield. Blitz showing. Young has to throw it up for grabs, and Taylor catches the ball. Touchdown, yes, over Vinnie Clark.
Steve Young launched a quartet of touchdown passes to sink the Saints, and the Niners wrapped up their 10th NFC Western Division title in the past 12 years. The book on Niner Falcon games is rarely a mystery, with blowouts as the customary storyline. And their December rematch with Atlanta proved no exception.
Pass all alone to the right flat to John Taylor. Runs over. Walker into the end zone. 49ers have the lead back. Young passes to the right sideline. Rice will get it here into the end zone. Number 137 in front of Darnell Walker. Young steps up. He's going to try to run forward. He's in easy. Touchdown 49ers.
In their highest scoring output of the season, the 49ers tarred and feathered the Falcons for the second straight time, then flew south to San Diego for an intrastate battle with their eventual Super Bowl opponents. Even in enemy territory, the Niners' welcome was surprisingly friendly.
They love us. What can we say? They gotta understand we got business to take care of first.
You have the best record over 23 football teams in the National Football League. Now show them that out there today. Let's go. You got to play together. You got to play hard. You got to play tough. I want everybody up on the sideline in this football game the whole 60 minutes.
While defense was preached in the stands, it wasn't exactly practiced on the field. Steve Young threw 2 first-half touchdowns to help give San Francisco a 21-3 halftime lead.
Young after a play fake drops back to throw. Left side, Brent Jones. He should get there. Dive. He tumbles into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Young to throw. Quick pass into the end zone. Taylor has it. 49ers have another touchdown.
See, what happened was, right at the snap, the strong safety started to go, so then I'm going to Jerry, and then he stayed. Probably could have had either one of you right away. What are you trying to say by that look, bro? What are you trying to say? What's the nonverbal language?
The nonverbal language from the Niners' defense was simply sack, pillage, and ultimately plunder.
Humphreys goes back the other way. Pass is picked by Dion. He comes up the sideline to the 30, to the 40, to the 50. High steps to the 50 to beat the last tackler. High steps the rest of the way. He backward dances into the end zone. Another classic by Dion.
Rough day at the office.
Go back. Remember that.
He started high stepping about the 60.
Hey, baby, right here. The best fullback, bar none.
What's up? About to be playing on San Francisco side. Hey, baby, get this on film right here.
Right, we love it. We love it, baby.
Next up were the Denver Broncos, who became San Francisco's 10th straight victim.
Young goes straight back to throw. Little short pass, left. One-handed catch by Ricky. Breaks inside, dives into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. What a play. Young drops back to throw. Some pressure from Hall. Goes deep middle. Touchdown 49ers. What a catch by Jerry Rice.
The 49ers' onslaught came from every direction, down to the devastating blocks by guard Derek Deese that blasted the way into the end zone for William Floyd. Then Ricky Watters added an exclamation point with his longest scrimmage play of the season.
Pressure. Pass across the middle. Caught by Ricky. Breaks loose. He's gone. You can't catch him. You couldn't possibly catch him.
With the win, San Francisco clinched the best overall record in the NFL and secured home field advantage throughout the playoffs. It was time to settle back, relax, and try to remain healthy in the season finale against the Vikings. That night, Steve Young put the finishing touches on a record 4th consecutive passing title and the highest passer rating in league history.
Young, quick pass to the end zone. Touchdown. Jerry Rice has another one.
Minnesota won a game that held little meaning for the Niners, who benefited mainly by welcomed playing time for the reserves and no serious injuries to the regulars.
Gerback rolling to his right, throws on the run. He's got McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers.
The regular season was finally over. Ahead lay the playoffs and a chance for the San Francisco 49ers to make history with a record 5th Super Bowl championship.
Welcome to Candlestick Park, where the surf meets the turf. Usually you say that about Del Mar Racetrack, but with the rain in the Bay Area all week long, this field could be a big factor in this afternoon's game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. The Bears come into this an enormous underdog. They're not expected to be able to compete, but Dave Wanstead has created quite a team in Chicago.
Unfortunately for the Bears, George Seifert's team in San Francisco was not only better, but also hungrier for victory. The 49ers had acquired too much talent, worked too hard, and overcome too much to allow Chicago even one breath of hope. In a frightening display of offensive and defensive might, the Niners overwhelmed their foes in a furious barrage that destroyed the Bears before halftime. San Francisco's offense totals 9 current or former All-Pros in its lineup. Against Chicago, they showcased a future star in William Floyd, who scored his first of 3 touchdowns.
Young with a handoff. Floyd dives into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
That made a statement by the 49ers.
Less than 4 minutes later, San Francisco scored again.
Young drops back to throw. Pass to the end zone. Brett Jones on his knees. Genuflex in effect into the end zone. 49ers scored again.
Chicago made the decision to completely ignore the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year. Such respect left Deion Sanders alone to twiddle his thumbs while the Bears went after more promising aerial targets. Deion was a non-factor statistically, but a huge factor tactically, as quarterback Steve Walsh went after the left side of the Niner defense.
Back to throw as Walsh steps up, lobs it way down the right side. This one could be picked. It is! Eric Davis takes it away for San Francisco. As Walsh goes back to throw and sends it deep middle, and it's picked off. 49ers have it again. Burton Hank.
While the Bear attack stumbled, William Floyd rumbled for another score.
They give it to William Floyd. He falls into the end zone. 49ers put another score on the board.
This is our house. You come in, you act up, we kick your butt, then push out. Get out.
To no one's surprise, the player who had the most impact was Steve Young.
Young carries it in himself. He dives into the end zone after he saw nobody open. He then slams the
Sacked 4 times, backup Eric Kramer fared no better in the second half than Steve Walsh had in the first. As expected, the 49ers breezed past the Bears in peak form with a victory that propelled them into their third straight NFC Championship game against the Dallas Cowboys.
See you next week in Candlestick, baby. Next week. Anybody coming through here got to come through us.
Showdown next week. Showdown time next week. Might be the real Super Bowl. One more week. One more week. Let's hope we don't have it like we did the last time we played here. We lost 3 NFC championships in a row. We're going to try and win one of these things.
As Yogi Berra might have said, it was deja vu all over again. The Niners and Cowboys battling for a trip to the NFL's big dance.
That's right, baby. It's going to be a fight today. The real Super Bowl right now. This is war.
Going for 3. Start the day. Full speed. Skip out the prelim, baby. Let's kick this ball off now, baby. It's going to be a whoop tonight. Yes, sir, buddy. Watch this. Do or die. Do or die. We're going to do it, baby. Definitely going to do it. Cowboys. Cowboys. 3 in a row, baby. 3 in a row.
Dallas talked a good game, but once the whistle sounded, it was 49ers actions that spoke much louder than Cowboy bluster.
Game. Back to throw again is Aikman. Some pressure. Gets the pass away. Eric Davis picks it off. He's got a lane down the left side. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown 49ers. Novacek couldn't get him. He was in perfect position to pick the ball.
Eat it up. Eat it up.
Eric Davis's stunning score set the tone for a furious 4-minute spasm, which saw 3 Dallas turnovers punctuated by the same number of 49ers scores.
2 receivers out to the left side. Back to throw is Aikman. Has time. Sends it down the left side. Ball is caught and knocked down. That could be a fumble. 49ers pick it up. Let's see what they call here. Whether that's... Yes, it is a fumble. 49ers have the ball again. Tim McDonald. Taylor comes out to the left side, and so does Rice. And a fake to Waters, and Young pump fakes, then goes back to Ricky the other way. He's all alone at the 20, down to the 10. He's at the 5. He dives. He's into the end zone. It should well.
As instant as it was incredible, San Francisco had a 2-touchdown lead. But if Dallas thought it couldn't get worse, they were mistaken. For on the ensuing kickoff, the carnage continued.
Doug Bryan will kick off for the 3rd time. A line drive at Williams, who grabs it at the 8-yard line. Kevin comes into the middle of the field, cuts to his left to the 20. Gets to the 25, and he's out near the 30-yard line. Ball is fumbled. I think they've got it again. 49ers have it again. Unbelievable. Doug Bryan lands on the ball for San Francisco.
At the 35-yard line. Great field position again.
With a short field, the 49ers scored their 3rd touchdown in short order.
Double tight end. Rice a wing on the left side. Waters and Floyd. They give it to Floyd. He gets in easy, standing up. Washington grabs him. It's too late. 49ers, after 7.5 minutes of this game, lead 20-0.
William Floyd gave San Francisco 21 reasons to celebrate. But with most of the game still to play, Dallas knew that being down a ton gave them time to atone.
And they sweep it left to Smith with a pitch. Lead blockers banging near the goal line. Touchdown, Emmitt Smith, with 1:56 left to play in the half. The Cowboys are an extra point away from being within 10.
Dallas began to believe there was still a chance for victory. But Steve Young squashed their hopes by throwing for the end zone in the half's final seconds. With the NFL's all-time touchdown leader split wide, the only real question was whether Rice would face double or triple coverage.
Young goes back to throw, steps up, goes for the end zone. Rice is out there. Touchdown 49ers! Touchdown 49ers! What a play! 28-yard touchdown pass San Francisco. Rice beat Larry Brown.
How could you not know that was coming?
And speaking of spikes and nails, maybe that's it.
I think that might be the one.
What a turnaround, and that's what the 49ers can quite honestly do.
In the second half, San Francisco went right after defensive end Charles Haley with single and double team blocks. Caught in this vice, the Cowboys' primary pass rusher was squeezed and suffocated. The offensive line of Oates, Sapolu, Deese, Wallace, and Barton blasted apart the Cowboy defense, and into the breach ran William Floyd and Ricky Waters. Suddenly, beating the Cowboys was becoming a
piece of cake. Piece of cake, huh? Well, hey, Dallas, who's going to cover now? Rice on this side, Jones on this side, Taylor over there, Singleton over there. Watch out for Waters coming out of the backfield. There he is.
He was quarterback Steve Young, who superbly generaled this magnificent offensive machine. As always, Young hurt the Cowboys nearly as much on the ground as he did in the air.
Young steps away from trouble, starts to run, gets to the 30, baits a man to the 35 to the 40. He's out to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's a dangerous slide. He almost could have snapped his leg in half.
Second and goal at the 3. Waters out of the backfield. Young thinking of a quarterback sneak again, breaks to the outside, dives into the goal line. Touchdown 49ers!
Looks like he was stopped at the 1 with his strength pulled on in, believe it or not.
Steve Young with a run of the day.
Hey, Big D, Destiny is done. And you're overdone.
Any chance the Cowboys still had was about to be snuffed out by Deion Sanders, the hired gun of the 49er defense. Brought in for just this situation, a one-on-one showdown with All-Pro wideout Michael Irvin, Primetime proved his worth with a crucial third-period takeaway.
Aikman straight back drop. Hunks goes way down the left side, and Deion Sanders has an interception. For just a moment, I had the feeling he might have pushed off on Irvin.
He did. But Irvin, they're pushing each other every play. Two of them have their hands all over each other.
Now time, along with the 49ers defense, combined to crush the dreams of a three-peat by Dallas. While the king was dead, the man who would be king was coronated by acclamation.
Won't have to hear any more talk about Steve Young getting to the Super Bowl. Now he'll have to win one.
49ers are going to the Super Bowl, number 29 in Miami. The NFC Championship belongs to San Francisco as they win it 38-28.
After nearly 5 years, the San Francisco 49ers had cast aside their ghosts of the past and were now just one game away from adding another Vince Lombardi trophy to the team's already impressive collection.
Coach Seifert, to the coaching staff, to the fans, to my family, and to the great players we have. I love you all, and we are going to go to Miami, and we will bring back another championship.
In Super Bowl 29, San Diego was trying to repeat history.
We're going to shock the world today. Yes, sir, Bob. Just like Namath in '69. Same thing, same story.
San Francisco was trying to make history by winning its 5th Super Bowl.
You're witnessing record setters. Record setters right here, baby. First team to bring home 5.
We're finally here!
For the first time in 5 years, the AFC had a new Super Bowl representative. The Bolts had replaced the Bills, but this team still resembled a Buffalo.
It's time to go to work. Hey, I got kids to feed now. They're tired of eating them bland cereals. They want a brand name.
Quarterback of Brigham Young, number 8.
60 minutes. Get me even. 2 blocks on 3. 1, 2, hurry.
Pre-game pyrotechnics were impressive, but just fireworks compared to the bombs Steve Young dropped on the Chargers on the game's 3rd play.
Ricky Waters to the right. And a play fake. Young goes deep middle. He's got Jerry Rice. Touchdown
Rice scored the fastest touchdown in Super Bowl history and immediately drove a spike through San Diego's heart.
Jerry Rice! You're playing like you're on ice. Secondary, when you get the shot, you gotta make the hit. You got to wrap up.
Young with a play fake, drops back to throw, deep middle. Waters a great over the shoulder catch, bounces away again. Oh, what a bonanza!
The Chargers secondary didn't wrap up, and consequently, after 5 minutes, the 49ers all but had the game wrapped up. San Francisco was merely executing its game plan.
Ready to go, baby. Way to execute now.
The Chargers, like the 10 AFC champions before them, simply were being executed.
I didn't come up here to bet myself. I don't know about all y'all. It's about time for a project. I'm calling for a project. Come on, baby. Let's go.
San Diego discovered the only way to stop Steve Young was to keep him off the field. Behind the power running of Ronnie Harmon and Natron Means, the Chargers ate up over 7 minutes and cut San Francisco's lead in half.
13th play of the drive coming up. Jumbo backfield. They're going to run it to Means. Touchdown, San Diego. He went up and over the top.
It's a great drive by the San Diego Chargers. Exactly what they needed.
What the Chargers needed were more big plays like this 33-yard catch and run by Eric Bieniemy. Late in the second quarter, Bieniemy brought San Diego to the 49ers' 13. But as has been the Chargers' problem throughout much of the season, the red zone turned into the dead zone. While the Chargers continued to make mistakes, the NFL's highest-scoring offense was flawless. The 49ers did lose Jerry Rice for part of the first half after this hit, but they never had any trouble finding the end zone.
First and goal from the 5. Young goes back to throw. Quick pass to the goal line. Floyd falls in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Shut him down again. One more time. All right, baby.
San Diego was forced to pass and unable to run. Steve Young, meanwhile, was magnificent doing both.
Come on, Steve.
He had waited for this day for years, the day when he could permanently step out of a shadow he never deserved and into a spotlight he rightfully earned. This was his team and his Super Bowl, and he was in total command of both.
Straight back drop, quick pass, left flat. Ricky Waters makes the catch. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Young's fourth touchdown pass of the half gave San Francisco a 28-10 lead. With 30 minutes to play, the Super Bowl featured two teams headed in decidedly different directions.
You got your crowd, and you got the last 30 minutes of this season, and you got to decide what you want to live with for a whole year. And right now, you got a long year.
It's time to make history, baby. It's time to make history.
The second half of Super Bowl 29 was a mirror image of the first. On their first two possessions, the 49ers scored 2 touchdowns.
Taylor goes out to the left side. Waters and Floyd are in the backfield. They give it to Ricky. Cuts back left side into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. He beat Stanley Richards with a tremendous cutback move.
Ricky Waters tied a Super Bowl record with his third score. Steve Young led all rushers with 49 yards. And Jerry Rice once again proved why he is the best receiver ever.
Young drills it across the middle. Catch by Rice. Beat the defender on the play. Touchdown 49ers. What a move he made out of it.
In the greatest of spectacles, San Francisco's star-studded offense commanded center stage, but their often overshadowed defense was determined to play a leading role as well.
Have you made a big play yet? Let's make one right here. Let's make one right here.
4th down and 1, and they go to the I formation with Shannon Mitchell lining up ahead of Natron, who's been out of the game for a while. They give it to Means. He's not going to get it unless he can come all the way back the other way. Burton Hanks has an angle on him. They've got him stopped for a loss.
The 49ers held Means to a mere 33 yards, logged 2 sacks, picked off 3 passes, and proved they were champions on both sides of the ball. While dreams of an upset victory were shredded from the start, the Chargers somehow managed to carve out a small piece of history of their own.
Andre Coleman waiting with the score 42-10, takes it into 2, comes up the middle of the field, cuts to his left across the 20 to the 30, and Doug Bryant can't get him this time. Up the left sideline to the 40. He's to the 30. Nobody's going to catch him. He'll bring it all the way back. Andre Coleman runs it back the length of the field for a touchdown to give the Chargers something to cheer about late in Super Bowl 29.
Andre Coleman's 98-yard kickoff return tied a Super Bowl record. San Diego converted the first Super Bowl 2-pointer. Alfred Papuno got to perform the Big Dance's first ever coconut dance. And finally, the Chargers helped make Super Bowl 29 the highest scoring ever. Appropriately, 75 points in the NFL's 75th season. But in the end, it was a 5-ring circus, as San Francisco's primetime players did exactly what the NFL Coach of the Year had planned. Well, almost.
George Seifert has made it clear to his team many times, I don't want that goofy Gatorade ban. Don't even think about it. Uh-oh. George's rule is about to be broken.
Rare indeed is a broad smile from George Seifert. Rarer still are players like Jerry Rice, who scored 3 times in a Super Bowl for the 2nd time, and the game's MVP Steve Young, who broke Joe Montana's record with 6 touchdown passes. Not surprisingly, they led the way for the 49ers' 49th game-icing point.
In the backfield, Waters, Young, quick pass, slanted, Jerry Rice, another touchdown! Jerry Rice continues to set records in the Super Bowl.
So does Steve Young.
Couldn't stop him, and Steve Young is now #1 all-time with 6 touchdown passes, Wayne.
The San Francisco 49ers, winners of 5 Super Bowls. When excellence becomes a tradition, there is no end to greatness.
Oh, come on. We did this together. You guys know you're warriors.
What size is your ring? My size 22. Oh, I got a size 22 ring. Your biggest, baby. 5 diamonds. 5 diamonds. 5 diamonds. Someone take the monkey off my back, please. Oh, it was that gorilla. It's gone forever.
The San Francisco 49ers are the first team in the 75th year of the National Football League to win 5 Super Bowl championships.
This is a very, very important victory. This one is for Dad.
Every guy in here made a commitment. You know you did. There were times when it was dark. It was really dark. We turned back into each other's face and committed to each other. And we're there. And no one can ever, ever take it away from us. Ever! Oh my God.